The most venomous snakes in the world represent some of the most fascinating and feared creatures in the animal kingdom. These reptiles have developed, over millions of years of evolution, sophisticated systems for producing and injecting venom that serve both to subdue their prey and for defense against predators. Although many people harbor an instinctive fear of these animals, venomous snakes are fundamental to ecological balance and represent an important object of scientific study, especially in the field of medicine, where their venoms have provided significant advances in the development of medications for various human conditions. The inland taipan, scientifically known as Oxyurinus microlipidodus, is considered by many specialists as the most venomous terrestrial snake on the planet. Native to the arid and semi-arid regions of Australia, this snake possesses an exceptionally potent venom capable of killing hundreds of human beings with a single dose. What makes its venom so lethal is the complex mixture of neurotoxins and hemotoxins that, together, simultaneously attack the nervous system and bloodstream of victims. Despite its impressive lethality, the inland taipan rarely comes into contact with humans due to its remote habitat, which explains the reduced number of fatal accidents recorded with this species. Another Australian snake of impressive lethality is the coastal taipan, Oxyurinus scutulatus, a close relative of the inland taipan, but with a different geographical distribution, primarily inhabiting the coastal regions of northern Australia and parts of Papua New Guinea. Its venom, although slightly less potent than that of its inland cousin, is still capable of killing dozens of human adults with a single bite. The coastal taipan is known for its aggressiveness when cornered, at which point it can deliver multiple strikes with extreme speed, considerably increasing the chances of injecting a lethal dose of venom. The eastern brown snake, Pseudonaga textilis, also native to Australia, completes the trio of the world's most venomous terrestrial snakes. Its habitat covers much of the Australian territory, including urban areas, which significantly increases the chances of encounters with humans. Its highly neurotoxic venom attacks the victim's nervous system, leading to paralysis, including of the respiratory muscles, which can result in death by asphyxiation if there is no immediate treatment. The adaptability of this species to environments modified by humans makes it particularly dangerous, being responsible for the majority of serious ophitic accidents in Australia. Outside the Australian continent, the black mamba, Dendroaspis polylepis, represents one of the most feared snakes in Africa. With a length that can exceed 4 meters, this snake combines impressive size, exceptional speed on land, and an extremely potent cardiotoxic and neurotoxic venom. When threatened, the black mamba can deliver multiple bites in rapid succession, injecting considerable amounts of venom. Without treatment with specific antivenom, the mortality rate after a bite can reach 100%, with death occurring within a few hours due to respiratory paralysis. The Philippine cobra, Naja philippinensis, stands out among the most venomous snakes in Asia. Found exclusively in the northern islands of the Philippines, this snake belongs to the Elapidae family, the same as coral snakes. Its neurotoxic venom is exceptionally potent, causing muscle paralysis that rapidly progresses throughout the body, leading to respiratory failure. The Philippine cobra, like other cobras, is capable of expanding the ribs near its head, forming the characteristic hood when it feels threatened. Unlike many other venomous snakes, which tend to avoid confrontations, the Philippine cobra may show aggressive behavior, increasing the risk of accidents in areas where humans and snakes share the habitat. Among sea snakes, the beaked sea snake, Enhydrina schistosa, is considered one of the most venomous. Common in coastal waters of the Indian Ocean and Western Pacific, this snake possesses an extremely potent venom, estimated to be several times more toxic than that of the coral snake. However, despite the potency of the venom, beaked sea snakes rarely pose a danger to humans due to their generally docile nature and the fact that their short fangs have difficulty penetrating diving suits or thicker skin. Additionally, these snakes tend to inject only small amounts of venom when they bite. Russell's viper, Daboia russelii, found in much of the Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, and parts of the Middle East, represents one of the most dangerous snakes in the world, not only due to the potency of its venom, but also the frequency with which it causes fatal accidents. Its hemotoxic venom destroys tissues and causes disturbances in blood coagulation, potentially leading to uncontrollable hemorrhages. In India, where snake accidents constitute a serious public health problem, Russell's viper is responsible for a large portion of death from ophidic envenomation, being frequently found in agricultural areas, where contact with rural workers is common. The eastern diamondback rattlesnake, Crotalus adamantius, the largest species of rattlesnake and one of the most venomous snakes in the Americas, inhabits the southeastern regions of the United States. Like other rattlesnakes, it possesses the characteristic rattle at the tip of its tail, used as a warning mechanism when it feels threatened. Its hemotoxic venom can cause extensive damage to tissues, leading to necrosis and, in severe cases, amputation of the affected limb. Additionally, the venom contains components that affect the circulatory system and can cause organ failure. Despite its dangerousness, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake rarely attacks humans without provocation, preferring to use its rattle as a warning to deter potential threats. The golden lancehead Bothrops insularis, endemic to Ilha de Queimada Grande, off the coast of São Paulo State, Brazil, represents a unique case of an extremely venomous snake with an extremely restricted geographical distribution. Its venom, more potent than that of its mainland relatives, evolved as an adaptation to a diet based primarily on birds, which are more difficult to capture and require faster mobilization. The population density of this snake on the small island is so high that the location earned the nickname Snake Island, being considered too dangerous for unrestricted public visitation. The species is currently threatened with extinction due to its limited habitat. The true coral snake, represented by various species of the genus Micrurus, is distributed throughout the Americas, from the southern United States to Argentina. These snakes are easily recognizable by their colorful rings, generally in combinations of red, black, and yellow or white, a pattern that serves as a warning to potential predators. Its neurotoxic venom acts by blocking the transmission of nerve impulses, rapidly leading to respiratory paralysis. Despite the high toxicity of its venom, accidents with coral snakes are relatively rare due to the discreet behavior of these snakes and the small size of their fangs, which have difficulty penetrating clothing or footwear. The Gabon viper, Bitis gabonica, found in the forests and savannas of sub-Saharan Africa, impresses not only with the potency of its venom, but also with the volume it is capable of injecting in a single bite, the largest among all venomous snakes. With an exceptionally wide triangular head and complex geometric patterns on its scales, which provide perfect camouflage in forest leaf litter, this viper combines cytotoxic and hemotoxic venom that causes extensive tissue damage and coagulation disorders. Despite its potential lethality, the Gabon viper has a relatively calm temperament and tends to avoid confrontations, attacking only when accidentally stepped on or directly threatened. The bushmaster, Lachesis muta, the largest venomous snake in the Americas, inhabits the tropical forests of Central and South America. With a length that can exceed 3 meters, this snake impresses not only with its size, but also with the complexity of its venom, which combines hemotoxic, myotoxic, and neurotoxic effects. When injected, the venom causes intense pain, hemorrhage, tissue necrosis, and, in severe cases, shock and multiple organ failure. Despite its dangerousness, the bushmaster is rarely encountered due to its nocturnal habits and preference for areas of dense forest little disturbed by human presence. The Ceylon kite, Bungarus ceylonicus, found primarily in Sri Lanka, belongs to the same family as coral snakes and mambas. This nocturnal snake possesses one of the most potent neurotoxic venoms among all terrestrial snakes, causing rapid paralysis that progresses from the site of the bite throughout the body, eventually affecting the respiratory muscles. What makes the Ceylon kite particularly dangerous is its habit of entering human dwellings during the night in search of prey, significantly increasing the risk of accidents while victims sleep. Additionally, its bites are initially almost painless, which can delay seeking medical attention until neurological symptoms manifest. It is important to emphasize that, despite the potential lethality of these snakes, Advances in the production of antivenoms and emergency medical care have drastically reduced the mortality associated with ophitic accidents in many parts of the world. However, in remote or economically disadvantaged regions, especially in developing tropical countries, limited access to adequate treatment still makes accidents with venomous snakes a significant public health problem, recognized by the World Health Organization as a neglected tropical condition. The conservation of these impressive creatures faces considerable challenges in a world where irrational fear frequently overrides scientific understanding. Many species of venomous snakes face population declines due to habitat destruction, indiscriminate hunting motivated by fear, and illegal collection for the exotic animal trade. Paradoxically, the same snakes that inspire so much fear may be the key to important medical advances, with compounds derived from venoms being studied for the development of treatments for conditions such as hypertension, chronic pain, thrombosis, and even certain types of cancer, demonstrating that these impressive creatures deserve our respect and conservation efforts.